Hey authors, my name is Nina Stewart, the author strategist, and today we're going to talk about how to write a book about your life. I'm going to give you about 5 tips on how you can get started with writing that book. And tip number one is know your why. Know your why, and why do you want to write a book about your life? What about your life is so important that you want other people to read it. Once you identify your why, it would get a little bit easier for you to start crafting the type of book that you want to write. Knowing your why is so essential in writing a book about your life, okay? Because sometimes we have stories that are very traumatic and we may want others to know about it so they can, be aware and bring awareness about things that happen to others or so that we can actually show someone that hey, you're not alone. So identifying your why is key when you are trying to write a book about your life. Now, tip number two is identify how will your book or story help your readers. Now that you have identified, okay, I know why I want to write this book, how will your story help the person who's reading the book? I recently spoke with someone that said they wrote a book for themselves, which is great, but I am a um, really big supporter in making sure that your book about your life, your nonfiction book, actually can help your readers. Is it to bring awareness? Like, how are you trying to bring awareness to a situation, like we said in tip one? Are you trying to give guidance? Will your book show how you overcame an obstacle? So before you even think about writing down your story and reliving all of the experiences, you have to think about, okay, how will me telling my story affect the person that's reading it? And how can it help them? Will it help them? Is it to entertain them? Is it just to share an experience with them? Identify those key factors before you begin truly diving into your story. Tip number three is who is this book for? So now that you know your why, and now that you have identified, okay, I know, what my book will do for the reader, who is it for? Who did you intend to read this book? And this becomes this goes into knowing your audience. You have to know your audience before you publish the book because once you publish the book you're going to be so confused as to like why isn't anyone buying it, why isn't anyone interested in my story, because you didn't identify who the book was for. So know your audience. Your book isn't for everyone either, so remember that when you are reliving your story and trying to get all those words out of your head and onto paper. Know this: your book isn't for everyone, and that's okay. It's okay for your books not be for everyone. It shouldn't be for everyone. Yeah, you can say I would like for everyone to read my book, but this book is particularly for people who have experienced, domestic abuse, or people or women or men who have, dealt with low self-esteem issues, or someone who maybe you have a business book. This book is for anyone who wants to become a CEO or anyone who is struggling with their business. You wouldn't want someone who's not, trying to start a business to read your book, right? And you wouldn't want someone who's already developed in their business to, to read your starter book about business. And that's just an example. So always remember that your book isn't for everyone. If your book is for everyone, then it's for no one. And I get into it all the time with authors that are like, this book for everyone, or my poetry book for everybody. Not everyone likes poetry, and not everyone likes your particular style of poetry. So those are things to remember. Also, be clear about that. I have a client who is so clear about her book. I think I mentioned, hey, your book could be about, even for women, people. I think it was like women who are Christian. It's like a devotional. And I said, women who aren't, in the Christian faith could possibly get something from your book. And she was like, no, it's for Christian women because I talk about, scripture based off of the Bible in my book. That is amazing. And that is definitely what you should do when you're writing your book. Be clear about who your audience is. Yeah, you would love for other people to pick it up, read it, review it, but you made it for a reason and you made it for a particular person. And when you're clear, be specific too. Like I said, be specific about age, about gender, about demographics, about religion, if it is a religious book. A lot of people do this thing where they're like, I wrote a book about faith, and I think everyone should read my faith-based book. But everyone has a different faith, right? And even people of the same faith has a different. They don't like the same things, you know. Maybe some faith-based people don't read the same style of the Bible either. There are different versions of the Bible, all kinds of stuff. We can get so deep into that, but make sure you are specific about who your reader is and who your book is for. Another example is when you create a children's book. Yeah, you say, I have a children's book, but all children aren't the same. All children aren't the same age. All parents don't want their children reading a particular book. So you have to be specific. My book is for children in between the ages of 7 and 10, or grades 3 through 5, who like graphic comics, novels. Some kids like graphic novels. Some kids like comics. Some kids like picture books. Some kids like word. Some kids don't like books with animals, right? And if your book has a leading character that's a cat, you probably won't get a lot of kids, that like dogs interested in a cat book. So that's why you have to be specific when you are identifying who your book is for. Now, tip number 4 is, what life experience are you trying to share? So this means to stay on theme. I think I wrote this down. Yeah. Um, Stay with your theme. If you are writing a book about your life, you can't write a book about your whole life, right? Um, you may have like one or two things that you really want to talk about, like the depression or the trauma or the struggle you went through, or maybe you had a great, childhood, and you want to talk about just having a great household and all those key factors that made your home great for you to live in, right? You want to pick that key experience that you want to share, and craft your story around that. You don't want to be jumping all over the place because then you know, you fail to present your message. You fail to have the message for the reader. I read a book like that where the woman wrote a book about her whole life. I didn't understand the message. At the end of it, I was like, okay, you're just writing about your life and things you went through that we all go through, but I wish you would have stuck with like one theme on like how the depression continued throughout life and how she changed that, right? How she was able to change that narrative of her life, how she was able to overcome all of that, different situations and experiences in her life that helped change that. You can craft your story that way, but make sure that the life experience you are sharing relates to your theme, right? And it relates to your reader also. Because remember, we have our reader in mind now. We know that we wrote this book for young women who, maybe dropped out of high school and need additional support, who are struggling with building a career. You want your life experience to continue to stay on that particular path, right? You don't want to veer left or right and they're not even interested in any of that. Okay. And tip number 5 is create an outline. So now that you have all of those tips, let's recap. You know your why. Know your why. Why do you want to write a book about your life? Tip number 2 was identify how your book or your story will help your readers. Is it going to bring awareness? Is it going to give guidance? Is it going to show how you overcome obstacles? Is it motivating, educating, whatever that is? Tip number 3 is, who is this book for? Who is your perfect reader? Who did you intend to write this book for? Right? And then tip number 4 is making sure you have a life experience to relate to. Tip number 5, create an outline for your book. Create a theme. What are the life experiences? Put one sentence for each, chapter or each life experience you want to talk about. Bullet point format. Hey, I want to talk about the depression I dealt with. I want to talk about the resilience I dealt with. I want to talk about the trauma I dealt with. Each experience should explain something. Don't just tell a story. Tell the story and speak of the trauma and the adversity. Okay? Let me say that again. Tell the story and speak of the trauma and the adversity. So when you're telling a story about your life and how, maybe you're telling a story about how you got in trouble as a kid, maybe you got arrested, maybe you changed your life around, that is the trauma. But the adversity is, how did you push through that? What was the mindset you was in, right? Tell the trauma, speak of the trauma and the adversity. don't just speak of the trauma. I read books like that all the time where it's a slew of horrible things happening, but we never see the goodness of that. We never see the strength of the person, or if something really short, like, yeah, and I got to that. Next, let me tell you about the rest of my drama. Books shouldn't just be about that. Books about your life shouldn't just be about that. It should be how you went through your trauma and how you overcame it. Because now you're speaking to your reader. You're reaching them, you're reaching their pain point, and you're showing them how to overcome it and they can do it too. Okay. Let me see. Just want to make sure I hit everything. So just to recap again, we went over the 5 tips on how you can begin writing a book about your life. If you do need any additional help, I want you to check out my How to Write Your Nonfiction Book Outline in a Weekend course. It's free. I take you through the steps of writing your outline so you can begin writing your story. And the link should be in the description below. But I feel like once you go through these tips and you kind of think to yourself and write down, okay, well, I want to write the book. What is my story going to be about? Who's going to be the reader? Like, who is going to read this book? Who's going to buy it? What are the experiences we want to put in this book? Creating that outline, like I said, the theme, those bullet points. I'll start off with a sentence for each type of, category or theme you want to write about. Now it's time to put it together, right? And a lot of people still have problems with formulating that, right? Like, yeah, I got all that, Nina. I got it. I know what it is. How do I get it together? How do I get it to where I can start writing? And that's what my How to Write a Nonfiction Book Outline in the Weekend course does for you. So again, if you're interested in that, click the link in the description below. Sorry about that, y'all. But also, um, check out my next video. It'll be on how to write or how to make a writing schedule so you can get started on writing the story about your life. Okay.